Hello, everyone. I'll give everyone a few minutes to enter the building. I would first like to say hello to everyone, and I would like to apologize for my chipped tooth. I don't know if you guys notice it, but I am very, very conscious of my smile, and I chipped my tooth, and it's in the process of being repaired. So the next time you see me, you guys will see my smile back as perfect as it was before. I really have a complex about it, but I really wanted to go live because I had not been able to, um, reach my audience as I usually do. So I decided to come up here and go on live for a few minutes to see how everyone is doing. As for me, I have been, very busy. Of course, I have my scheduled appointments, my scheduled doctor's appointments that I have been going to. And I also have an upcoming procedure. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I have not yet told my family about my upcoming procedure. So, not yet. I'm not sure how many of them watch my YouTube or watch my live. So I'm gonna keep that on the hush for now. But I'll let them know soon. I have no other choice. Procedures coming up soon, so I have no other choice but to let them know. Excuse me, but to let them know what's going on with me and in my life. So, how about you guys? How have you guys been doing? Is anything new going on in your lives? Is there anything you would like to share? Um, my lips are dry. By the way, this is Sephora, just a little gloss. I hate for my lips to be dry. I hate it. And by the way, I did catch the Sephora sale and I picked up a few of these Sephora gloss products. I don't like the ones that are hot. I don't like the plumpers. I do not like lip plumpers. They are extremely uncomfortable for me. So I steer away from those and I stick to the glosses when I do purchase glosses because I make glosses myself and I just like the texture of, me sitting there putting my love touch into my own product, and I can whip it to the consistency that I like. And I also do lip oils, and the same thing. I can whip them to the consistency that I like. And I do pretty good with them. I've never had any complaints. But you know, it's very quick to get up and get out and, make a purchase and, support other brands as, they grow. So I do that as well. And I also caught the Sephora sale and I purchased the Danessa Myricks product. Um, I don't really know a lot about a lot of products because I usually just stick to the ones that I usually use. But I was on Lemonade. I don't know if you guys know about Lemonade, but I was on Lemonade and Danessa Myricks was on there and she did a little skit with her mom and her mom said that we better buy. So, I thought that was cute. So I bought the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. This is it. I bought a number 9. Uh, it seems to be working out okay. I'm used to wearing Sephora products, and the reason why is because they work well for me. I don't have any blemishes on my skin. I don't have any um, hyperpigmentation or anything. So far I have been blessed with pretty nice skin. So when I do use products, I just stick with what I know. And the Sephora products work well for me. So that's what I use. I use the skin tint, and I use the Sephora products foundation as well. But going through menopause is a lot. Going through menopause is a whole lot. So I steer clear of wearing a lot of products on my skin at all. And thank goodness, I do have pretty nice skin, because all I have to do is moisturize it, keep it clean, moisturize, and go. Because once those hot flashes start coming along, it's out of the window for the makeup. I also use I think it's Charlotte Tilbury. It's a setting spray, and I got that the last Sephora sale, and I also got the Fenty setting spray as well. But I find that they are a little harsh on the skin. Um, the Charlotte Tilbury they yeah, it didn't work out that well for me, but because I spent my money, I'm gonna wear it until the bottle is empty. Um, the Fenty as well. Now, the Fenty, what I can say is, once you put that Fenty spray on your face, that finishing spray, your makeup will not move. So, do everything that you have to do before you put that spray on, because once you put that spray on, your makeup is not going to move at all for anything. So I can say that about the Fenty product. It does its job. The Charlotte Tilbury, it does its job. It's just a little too harsh for me. Um, the one size, oh my goodness. The one size I love, because it's powdery. It's like a powdery um setting spray, and I love it. I go through it like nobody's business. I love it. So out of the things that I did buy from the Sephora sale, I usually only stick with things that I know. I don't usually dibble and dabble into different things, because I don't want my skin to break out. What I use to moisturize and clean my skin, I use the Tatcha products. Love it, love it, love it. Yes, it's a little costly, but it's definitely worth it. I use the Tatcha products. Um, and I also use Clinique. I use Clinique because it's clean. It's clean. I have been using it since I was a young woman, and I have never had any problems with Clinique products. So when I can't get the Tatcha products, because sometimes they do run out, I will get the Clinique. And yes, the Clinique is that's a very good product, and it's been around forever. Um, Other than that, this is just me. I have some eyeliner and some lip gloss and a little bit of skin tint. That's me. I would like to, use some other I have tried Use to the People. I have tried that at first. I didn't really like it. It had to grow on me. But the superfood, the cleansing, I think it's a cleansing. No, it's a moisturizer. The moisturizer, I like it. I don't didn't really use the superfood cleansing. I didn't use that, because like I said, I used the Tatcha, so I stick with that. But the Youth to the People, that's it's a good product. It's a really good product. It's just that, like I said, I stick with what I know, and yeah, I just stick with what I know. Glosses, I will try a gloss or two. I like neutral colors. Um, I like some soft pinks, but I don't get crazy with it. I don't get crazy with a lot of products, but I do. I can say this: I like to cleanse my face more than I like to make my face up. Um, I like to keep it real simple. Even when I do eyeshadows, I keep it simple. I do neutrals. I keep it simple. Um, I keep it simple, but yes, one moment. I keep it simple with my the things that I put on my face. Excuse me, guys. One moment. I'm so sorry. Trying to answer a call. Okay. Um, my last live got interrupted so bad, so bad. So this time, I decided to do something new, and I used my other phone. One moment. Okay. Yeah. So as of late, it's been a lot of things going on in the world. It's been a lot of things going on in the world. So, how are you guys? I'm checking in to see how everyone is doing. I know that a lot of people have been having hardships with food, being able to get food because of the government shutdown and it affected SNAP benefits. So, I hope that everyone is. I hope that everyone has been okay. I know here where I live at, we had no problems because here where we live at, people of color have gone through so much, so much. It's not enough space on this internet to talk about how much people of color have gone through in this lifetime and the lifetime before this. So, um, the misleading of the funds when it comes down to the SNAP benefits or the cutting of SNAP benefits. Yeah, we took that on the chin where I live at, and we just reached out and everybody helped their neighbor. If it doesn't matter what skin tone you are, if you're hungry or if you are hungry, you can get a meal here where I live. Um, Sometimes you just have to roll with the punches. You put up a good fight, know when to fight, know when to hold them, and know when to fold them. So, some things we can't do too much about. And, we just have to get out there and we have to help one another. And that's what we're doing here. We're helping one another so that, you know, hopefully, with prayer and people using the good sense that God gave them, that we will be able to resolve some of these issues that we are having, because some of them are very, very unnecessary. But when it comes down to food, feeding people and children and the elders, which being one of the elders, even though I think I'm still 35, I'm not. um, you know, we're gonna make sure that everyone is okay. I wish that I could help more people. I wish I could help people around the world, but I can only reach people as far as my eyes can see. So, with that being said, we help around. We've been helping one another around here. Now, with Thanksgiving coming up, I don't know. Like, I haven't been as a big of a fan of holidays as I used to be when my kids were younger. I used to be so huge on holidays. But now that I'm, seasoned, I don't really take a lot of interest in the holiday season, because it's nothing really I want for my kids. It's nothing really they want for my grandkids. So it's not like it used to be, back when I was a kid, where, we wanted this special thing or that special thing. They closed Toys R Us, so it's no way the kids can even get toys, and the toys that they have aren't worth buying. they aren't even worth buying. And everyone is so tech savvy these days, especially the kids, that I don't even know if they even play with toys anymore. I know my grandbaby still plays with her doll babies, but like I don't know like what's the new toy on the market. I don't even keep up anymore because my children, like I said, are adults, and my grandchildren don't really play with toys, so I don't really keep up with the latest toy or the latest fad out here when it comes down to that. Usually when I do gift giving, I do gift giving that's really from my heart, or something that I think that someone would like. That's how I choose to do gift giving. And I don't really like to go to the mall and shop, so I will gift card someone to death. A gift card and a card will do it. That's how I shop, unless someone asks for something special. Um, unless someone asks for something special, then that's different. Now I like going out and now I like going out and trying to get in the holiday spirit, but it's not here yet. It's not here yet. We gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how that works out. I'm working towards getting into the holiday spirit. Um, my grandchildren, for the most part, I asked them what did they want for Christmas, and they really didn't long for anything. They just said an outfit, like things that they get on an everyday basis. It's nothing really special that they really want. So that made it easier for me. um, I don't do holiday parties a lot. I don't know. I'm just a real chill woman. I like to just sit back, relax, and chill. So if you happen to see me, you happen to see me. If not, it's cool because 9 times out of 10, I'm just at home, relaxing, watching a little TV, probably sipping on some coffee, and that's just me. Unless I get invited out. If I get invited out, I may come. I may come. I know that people think that I'm just um, up, out and about all the time and just here, there, everywhere, but really I'm not. Really, I'm a very low key type of woman. I like to just relax. I'm a Leo. I'm a Leo, and I just enjoy being with me. I enjoy my company. I do enjoy talking on the phone, with a friend every now and then. But most of the time, I just enjoy just being at home, relaxing, in front of the TV, or, journaling. I find things of interest. I like to journal. I may do a journal. That's one of my objectives for the coming new year is to do a journal, and put a journal together and see how that goes. Yeah, because I have a lot of things that I have written down over the years. I have books that I have with different quotes, affirmations, and things that just come randomly from the top of my head, and I write it down. I jot it down. I jot it down. So maybe I'll put it into a journal and see if anyone enjoys it as much as I do. Um, I really would like to go to some events. I don't even know how to get into that, but I really did at one point enjoy going to events. I get joy out of being surrounded by a room of powerful women. I really get enjoyment out of that, um, because a group of powerful women it's awesome. It's awesome because we rule the world. It's awesome. Um, and I would really like to know how I could even look into going to some of these events, how to find out when they are, where they are. I would enjoy that. Now that I would enjoy. Um, Other than that, um, they retired me from my mentorship. I used to be, well, I guess I still am, um, a community mom, a community mentor, and I've been doing it for more than 20 years. So they retired me. They said, I've done enough for them. Now it's time for them to do for me. So I feel like an empty nester. I feel like an empty nester because all of the young ones that I helped along their way in life now are adults and they have families of their own. And I have even, you know, um, built relationships with their children, but now they're older. So, I had to find my way in life. I had to find a new journey, a new path in life, something else that would bring me joy, something else that would make me happy. And yeah, I do. I like to walk along the streets of New York. New York is a whole different world. Oh, you never see the same thing twice. Never see the same thing twice. And it's always a good time when I go. I'm not a real huge eater. Um, so I don't do a lot of brunch and dinners. Definitely not dinners. If anything, I would do brunch. But definitely not dinner because I wouldn't want to waste my money or anyone else's. But I do like to engage with other people's companies. I do like to do that. I am a very friendly person. I'm very approachable, which sometimes can be a not so good thing because I'm too approachable. Um, but I just like enjoying life, and meeting the people that I meet along the way. Um, even here on YouTube, I'm on YouTube, and I used to have like a certain group of people that I would interact with. It's so many new content creators that it's very rare that you run across the ones that you used to watch. It seems as though that they are non-existent because there's so many new creatives. So I literally have to go and type in this person's name, that person's name, because they don't come across my feed. So, I enjoy watching YouTube. I enjoy interacting with other YouTube creators. I enjoy going to the little events that I have been invited to. I enjoy that because it's rare that I do that these days. Um, it's rare that I do that these days because I've just stopped really going outside because when I'm the type of mentor that I was like a street soldier type of mentor. I'm outside, I'm in the community, I'm with the kids, I'm with whatever they're doing that I don't think I could say on YouTube. But I'm out there in the streets, hard knocking it with the kids. That's what I was doing. So now that I don't do that anymore, I'm more inside. So I have to get used to doing events that are inside where I get to sit, mingle, meet, and just find my place in life again. Um, I'm a little more solemn than I used to be. I'm almost 60. But 60 today is like 40. I'm Generation X, so we don't know what age we are. We never grow up. Um, so I would like to engage in a lot more events. I really would like that. I would like to do a few little makeup tricks, tips, but I guess in order for me to do that, I would have to really try out more makeup. But I really don't want to do. This is the Danessa Myrick that's on my skin right now, so little of it on because um, when I first used it, I don't understand what happened. I really think that because you only need a little bit, and when I say you only need a little bit, you only need a little bit. I used it, and then I used the Charlotte Tilbury as a setting spray, and I think that was too much because my skin didn't look nice. It didn't look nice. It looked chiseled or something, and I didn't like that look. I liked a smooth transition. So this time, when I used it, I put so little on the brush that you could barely see it on my skin. That I like. Now that I like. I didn't have to put any concealer on. I don't do the bronzer. I didn't do. I don't do any of that. Number one is because when I was younger, I wasn't a girly girl. I was like, let me put my. I had a curly head. Let me put this headband on my head, put these glasses on my face, throw some earrings on and some lip gloss, and I was out the door. So, as I got older and I did start to playing in makeup, because that's exactly what I was doing, playing in makeup, because I saw my mom always get made up. I always kept it simple, always. It was just eyeshadow, eyeliner, and lip gloss. I got a little older. I put a little foundation on, and that's it. Eyeshadow, one color. Um, my eyebrows, I'll go and I'll get them arched because I have very little. So there's no room for error with that. So this is just me basically all the time. But like I said, I have to think of some other things to do to pass the time away. So maybe I'll try to, you know, do a couple of tricks with my eyes and, put a little more blush on. I don't know. I'm just bored. I'm just bored at this point. But what I do have is clothes. So if you invite me someplace, I have something to throw on. I know how to throw that ish on. Um, that I do know how to do. Um, this year, I see that modesty is what's in, and I'm glad. I'm so happy because wearing tight clothes, it was fading out. It was fading out. And I am a shapely woman, and it draws a lot of unwanted attention from me. Maybe some women like that, but for me, it draws a lot of unwanted attention. So, me beginning to dress more modestly, um, it's good for me. I'm short, so wearing things that are supposed to look oversized and things of that nature, I look like I don't even know what. It doesn't look nice on me. So what I had to do is play around with some clothes that I have and maybe add a few things to my wardrobe that will, look becoming of me. So, yes, I do that. I like to wear a lot of sweatsuits. I love sweatsuits in the wintertime because I don't like to be cold. I'm learning to like turtlenecks, which is something that I never liked, because I always felt restricted. But I'm learning to like turtlenecks, and you see, I have my sweatsuit on. I love sweatsuits. I love sweatsuits. I love sneakers. I love me a pair, good pair, nice pair of Adidas, Asics, or some Hokas. I'm good. Um, Heels, not so much. I like heels when I'm going someplace that requires them because they give you a whole little, they make your little walk different, They give you a little pick me up, your whole attitude change when you throw on a pair of heels. So I do like to wear heels, but not really, really high heels these days. I keep it cute. But yeah, I like to dress up. I love to dress up. My hair has gone through some transitions. I had really long locks, but my locks My hair became weak because in my family, the older you get, the more your hair thins out. So my hair became thin and the locks were just too heavy. They were too heavy and they started to pop off. So I just came to the realization that I would just let them go. So I just keep my hair short. And if I want long hair, I'll buy some. That simple. Um, but I like to tie it. I like to keep my hair covered. I like this look. Um I like keeping my hair covered up. Yeah, so you may see me with a lot more scarves opposed to a baseball hat because I love to wear those. If you know, if you watch my shorts, most of the time you'll see me and I have on a fitted. Um, or you'll see me with my little hair when I'm thinking I'm cute. I throw my little hair on, but I'm going through menopause. I'm going through menopause bad. And I thought it was over with, but it's not. So when it comes a knocking, doot, 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 I have to be mindful of what I have on thine head because I will take it off. And it's just that serious. And for those ladies who have gone through menopause or are going through menopause, you know exactly what I mean. When it's hot, and you take everything off. So I like wearing my hair wrapped. It's just much simpler for me. And it's winter time anyway, so why not? I have also been dabbling in my daughter has a model team, my daughter and myself. So, she does the training, I do the back end. So, that takes up some of my time and I won't feel like I'm just here bored. That takes up a lot of, it don't take a lot of my time, but it takes up some of my time. And I enjoy watching the girls learn and grow. So that takes up some of my time as well. Um, but for the most part, what you see is what you get. I'm gonna attempt to do better with my long form content for the year 2026. I am going to implement using my camera. Hold on. You would never think I have one of these, but I do. But I do. And I'm going to work harder on learning how to use it properly. I know how to use it, I just don't know how to retrieve the information that's on it. So I'm going to, get more into learning how to use my YouTube tools. I have two phones, and I also have a MacBook. Do I know how to use it? No, but I'm going to learn. I went to the Apple store and they told me that they would help me. For me to come in, they do free classes. They will help me learn how to use my MacBook because I think that when you have yourself focused on you know some things, it's a stress reliever. Like I said, that my YouTube channel is my therapy. I think that me also learning how to be a better content creative is therapy as well. So I'm going to get more into learning how to edit, learning how to use my MacBook, learning how to use my camera. And I have the nerve to want the next camera, the one with the interchangeable lens. I was really into that. I was really into that. And me being really into that, it um it made me want to use this more. So it's not that I don't know how to use it. I want to perfect using it. And then I want to perfect taking the pictures off of here and turning them into a reel of vlog. Because it's vlogged on here, but taking it from here to there is the problem. Yes, I could do it on my phone. I could do it on my phone because I'm on one of my phones now. But um I want my vlogs to be pretty for some reason today. Because I am one of those no edit creatives, but for some reason today I want my stuff to be pretty. I want it to be aesthetically pleasing. So that's gonna be my goal for next year. My goal for next year is also to be monetized. So not for any particular reason. I'm just retired, and I'm just thinking of more things that I could do. Um, Also, I've really been studying Islam. So I don't know. Maybe one day you'll get up here and I'll be saying Assalamu alaikum. Um, Not because I don't believe in God, because honey, God has brought me a long, long way. A long way. He has held me by my hand a many a day. Um, but and it's really not a but, because I have a choice. I believe that there is a someone that sits higher than me, and that's the most important thing. That I know that there is someone that sits higher than me, the Alpha and the Omega. Believe me, that I know. That I do know. Trust and believe. I do know that. Um, but my significant other has recently um, decided that he wanted to um, walk the path with Allah, and I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to ever learning how to be more spiritual, how to learn more about God. I'm never opposed to that. Um, so I just believe that um, if you're with someone, when you pray together, you stay together. I'm a very firm believer of that. We can't worship two different ways and it feel right to me. So although he has not asked me if I prefer, you know, he never. I have always just um, encouraged him to pray, and in doing so, his decision was to become Muslim. So, and I don't have a problem with it at all. At all. It puts a smile on my face actually, because I know that he knows that there is someone that is greater than himself. And it's so important to know that. Um, and I don't care how you do it. I really don't care how you do it, just as long as you do it. And as long as you know that when you leave here, that there is someone that sits on the throne that is waiting for you. And that is the biggest, that makes my heart beat the loudest. That makes my heart beat the loudest. So yeah, so I've been studying. I have been studying and practicing and researching and learning, and um yeah, that it just may be a part of the future me. It just may be a part of the future me. We never know. I have a lot of things planned for the new year. I plan to, you know what? I don't know if it's any gatekeepers on here or not, or if people would openly let me know how I would go about sponsorship. My Facebook page is fully monetized, and I go on Facebook because Facebook is like family. Facebook is a platform to me. If you haven't seen anybody in 20 years, go on Facebook. And if you can't find them, you're going to find somebody who knows them, who knows them. And that's really what I go on Facebook for. And I go on there just about daily. But Facebook is family to me. And I got monetized on Facebook by accident. I went viral. And I went viral and I was monetized, and I just keep doing what I'm doing, which is basically what I'm doing here. Is just that YouTube streets is concrete, and Facebook streets are a little softer. My Instagram is I love Instagram. I love Instagram for the same reasons you learn a lot on Instagram. If you want to know something, you hit Instagram streets, and they're gonna let you know. If you want messy, hit TikTok streets. They are messy and informative. So, YouTube is my therapy. YouTube, I have a YouTube family, and I would like for it to continue to grow. So, if you don't mind, pop on over to my page and like, share, and subscribe. And until later, everybody, I'm going to pop off of here. Until later, I want everybody to, of course, be blessed and, of course, be a blessing. Toodles, everybody.